how the entire city, including ambulance, healthcare, and everything was taken care of through this entire analytical model and decision support system on real-time data. So coming to that, and I'll end with this.
A network operations center right now gives an overview of cellular networks, how they're working, and where they might need service. In the future, such a center could become an overall coordination center for a city with a full view of a city's health and status of its resources and needs. The idea is to enable the authorities to coordinate actions between different domains, such as fire, police, utilities, and even monitor water and air quality, as well as social media activity around major events. In collaboration with Telstra in Australia, Ericsson Research has developed an example from a very hot day in the capital city of Sydney, where strong winds created an alert to emergency service organization staff in the field. A fire breaks out and spreads quickly to an oil refinery. Toxic smoke affects the air quality, visibility is reduced, and the Sydney Airport air traffic controllers are notified so they can take precautionary measures. Meanwhile, in the coordination center of the future, staff see increased activity on the telecom network, and people in the city start sharing videos, check-ins, and statuses on social media. Fire service takes the lead and manages a combined response effort across police and rescue teams. Firefighters' biometrics are monitored to ensure their safety while battling the fire, and video streaming informs staff back at the coordination center of the progress in the efforts. All content is stored in the cloud for audit requirements and future possible needs. Through the established service modeling and execution, this team had excellent knowledge management and decision support.
Thank you. That'll be it for me.
Thank you. For the last speaker of the session, Bishoppriya Mukherjee. You know, often we have wondered that why isn't it possible to have, the cell phones tell you the location of the person who's calling you. It's very possible these days. The problem for that is in a city like Mumbai, when you are actually 45 minutes away and saying that you're 5 minutes out there, it may not be always accurate that you say that I'm 5 minutes away, whereas the location shows you that you're 45 minutes away. So business cases there, social cases isn't there. Bishoppriya.
Sure. He calls me Bishoppriya because we are college mates and university mates, okay? So, but once I left Calcutta, I had to make my name BP for the purpose of others, they can really spell my name correctly. And so whenever people ask me what BP stands for, I say best practices. Okay, thank you very much. Thank you for inviting me over here. Thank you very much. I know I'm the last speaker before the lunch, but still in the next 10 minutes, I'm going to talk about my thoughts about Data Smart City. I'm calling it Data Smart, given the flavor of the occasion, I am calling it Data Smart. Okay? We are talking about creating 100 smarts in India. I have joined SOI very recently in the last 4 months, and based on own experience, I have visited around 50 municipalities in the last 3 months. Out of 6,500 municipalities we have in 750 districts. We are really, really far, far away in terms of realizing that vision of our Prime Minister. We talk about Data Smart City or Smart City, but do we have the basics right now? So therefore, I believe the foundational governance of all these municipalities and cities are of immense importance to create these smart cities. In the morning, the Minister talked about, in West Bengal we have everything is very transparent and so on and so forth. Believe me, I have talked about many municipalities beyond e-procurement. We don't have a semblance of e-governance. So, with that thought really, maybe with a contrarian view, I'm going to talk about it in the next 10 minutes, Raja. Okay, already the Kasturi has made my job easier by demystifying the concept of smart city. The city is evolving. We all know that today in India we are talking about in the next 5 years, 35 crore people are going to stay in the city, etc., etc. Cities of yesterday, cities of modern city, and tomorrow we are talking about smart city where we have the right kind of citizen management services, CMS, digital and mobile platform, intelligent care and protection to system, and green and low energy costs, where the concept of smart grid comes into being. So the idea is, as the Maslow's hierarchy of needs, we are also evolving, our cities are evolving as we go forward. Smart city, there are many definitions. Look at, but of course the smart infrastructure, sustainable behavior and sustainable planning are the bedrocks, of course. So therefore, the smart city, still we are demystifying, I believe. It's an evolution journey in the context of India. I have read all papers which are there in the Ministry of Urban Development websites. I made the Joint Secretary, many people. We have come out with a list of KPIs which are very difficult to achieve, very difficult to implement. But yes, as a thought, as a vision, they are excellent. But as Mr. Sengupta talked about in the morning, how to really have that intense desire to succeed in the context of India will be of immense importance to us. So, we believe from the SSoft that of course we first will have to have the foundation in India, in the municipalities and cities, before really kickstarting our journey towards smart city. So therefore, what I talk about, if I go to some of the foundational governance means, we need to have a citizen management system. We need to have utilities management system, which Government of India has spent a lot of money, but unfortunately, utilities are not moving. We had a huge, in fact, some of my friends are here, we have invested so much of money in our RAPDRP program. Look at the success. TCS will talk about it. Look at the success, very minimal. Have we been able to create the IT backbone over here? No. So, in the IT space, we talk a lot. We start with huge amount of enthusiasm. Unfortunately, the pitch is out to be disasters. Of course, so therefore, please try to set the foundational governance first. Have the right kind of capacity in the people to make it happen. Before getting into this, go and meet I'm telling you, go any municipalities. Talk to the people. Do you have the belief that they can make it happen? Unfortunately, I don't think so right now. But of course, we can always, if we can create that intent to a burning desire to success, as he has said, definitely we can make it happen. So citizen management system, utilities management, safety and surveillance. Look at what is happening in Delhi every month, so to say. So, and the transport and traffic system. These are the four bedrocks really. If we really set it happen, then of course we have to do the ERP implementation, GIS, Professor Ghosh talked about it, and of course asset management, and then go for a command and control system where you can really have this innovation, where really you can have this analytics, where you can have this visualization and reporting. So, so therefore, if you have to create that kind of a system, the most important challenge right now in India, as Rajesh has talked about, is data quality. Believe me, the data integrity and data asymmetry are really problems of humongous proportion. So therefore, if we try to create data in the context of city, think about location, think about land, think about structure, think about occupancy. We call it NSO model. Once that is there, be it through GIS, be it everything, then really we have authentic information about the citizens, about the land, about the structure which we are trying to build. So I am not getting into details of it. So really the strand structural occupancy is of immense importance. Therefore, thereafter you go for some public works, buildings, code enforcement, building license, firefighting, planning, public portal, then you get into mobile governance. Otherwise, then you can have a real collaborative platform to set the foundation to create a smart city. In the context of India, we can talk about a lot of citizen service portal, as our company works in the US have really put together these things. You know, I'm just rushing it through just to show you these kind of stuff you need to really have. Then talk about property management system. In India, I am telling you, property management system is in a mess. It has no the linkage with GIS. I don't want to tell you everything. There is no transparency, and we don't know what is happening with the property management system elsewhere in India. Okay, in terms of valuation, in terms of the taxation, it's in a mess really. And this is in, this is in very, very progressive southern states as well. Talk about property information, the map your property. I'm not just the profiling of people. He talked about GIS, online public access, and then of course the fire department. Every day you will hear about some kind of fire incidents in India. So really, we are not doing any kind of governance there. So can we not really create a mobile governance system for fire, so that we can locate, inspect and communicate to each and every department, and the fire incidents can be minimized. Similarly, utilities, all utility, I'm not getting into this. So therefore, you need to have a real citizen engagement services before getting into smart city concept. One-stop e-governance is a really prerequisite for that. So create, we can have dashboards which can be created in this Ideopolis, I'm sure. So, but before doing this, we cannot create all these dashboards if we cannot set the foundation right. Similarly, so what is a smart city then? I believe in the US we have seen that many cities create some kind of scorecard, like a balanced scorecard format, and you say the cities with 75% score, do that, can be called a smart city. That's a very, very simple definition of smart city. So therefore that could be a smart city. That can be a smart demonstrator, the utility concept. I'm not explaining this, my friend is showing 2 minutes. So really really you have to then, you can really create a smart city in the context of India. We have to cover a huge amount of distance before really realizing that vision. As for a company, we are based out of Southern California, and in India, of course, in the US, we have customers at Beverly Hills, which is a smart city, and of course, in the Indian context, we are working in Lavasa, which really is envisioning to become a smart city. And so, therefore, we have the partial client list. I will not talk about it anymore. So, with these words, ladies and gentlemen, let's try to make a journey towards that. But before doing that, set the foundation. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Vishnu, as passionate as ever. I think we are running pretty short of time, so my request would be that if we can take the question and answer session offline. One last point that Professor Ghosh wants to make.
Yeah, I just want to forgot to mention that while analytics is booming and big data is coming and will be there changing our lives, one particular danger as a researcher we see is the data privacy issue. As you can imagine that you are no longer a private person, and except Singapore, no other country yet has a particular rule or ways to make the data private yet. So that's a danger we all should keep in mind.
Very valid point. Over to the organizers.
May I now request Mr. R.N. Lahiri, Chairman Emeritus, to please come up on stage and hand over the mementos. He is Chairman Emeritus of Bengal Chamber IT Committee. Mr. R.N. Lahiri to hand over memento to Dr. Chandan Chaudhary, Professor Pulok Ghosh, Ms. Kasturi Bhattacharjee, Mr. B.P. Mukherjee, Mr. B.P. Mukherjee,
and Mr. Rajarshi Sengupta. Thank you so much, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, we would now break for lunch and request you all to be please present in 30 minutes time for the continuation of program. We're really running short of time. Thank you.
At an ever-increasing pace. This is big data. Data is the new oil of the information economy, and the journey into deeper insights into data starts with a curious mind. Information from various sources is extracted and captured in silos in one place. We call this capture. Then our data scientists curate this information by cleaning it, editing it, and by discarding the unwanted information. The crunch phase uses relevant tools and techniques to segment them into clusters of relevant information. Then we create visualization for relevant stakeholders to make sense out of these complexities. Visualization is the key to separating the trees from the woods. Minax goes beyond visualization and into contextual modeling and predictive analytics to assess alternatives and then obtain actionable insights. The scientists in our data lab model predict and monitor performance and beam them to people who matter. The end result is improvement, more profit. We at Minax believe that we can connect all these dots to create actionable insights in near real time as they happen. We help you enhance your customer experience and improve the efficiency and effectiveness of your company. As one travels through this new world, a tunnel full of data, we at Minax help bring back dollars at the end. You get more customers, retain them, and make more money too. Realize the infinite possibilities of business solutions that can be achieved using effective analytics. Minax Analytics, your partner in the journey from data to dollars.
we're moving on to the discussion forum on the opportunities and innovations in analytics. May we request Dr. Prithvish Mukherjee, Professor, Praxis Business School, Anil Modi, Co-founder Anand, Mr. Molloy Boral, Global MDM Lead and Business Information Lead for Kolkata Capgemini, Mr. Kaushik De, General Manager, CSI Global Services Analytics, Big Data and BI Practice Leader, UGS, GSI, BSS Competence Management, Ericsson. Mr. Shobhik Dash, Associate Partner, Strategy and Analytics Center of Competency, IBM India. Mr. C.N. Raghupati, Vice President and Head Business, India Business, Infosys. Mr. Arnab Basu, Partner, PwC, to please come to the dais. I'll take a moment to introduce you to our speakers. Dr. Prithvish Mukherjee is moderating the session. He is an engineer from IIT Kharagpur and has done his Masters and PhD in Associative Information Systems from the University of Texas at Dallas, USA. He has been a footnote in the great Indian software story and has worked in Tata Steel, PwC and IBM. From in-house software development through experimenting with new technology, management consulting and global delivery of software services to corporate trading, there is little that he has not done in careers spanning 18 years. As an extension of his intense involvement with in-house training programs, he switched careers, entered academia. After a 4-year stint as a professor at Vinod Gupta School of Management at IIT Kharagpur, India, he is now Program Director of Business Analytics Program at the Praxis Business School, Calcutta. He has been the founder of the ACM India Council. We have with us Mr. C.N. Raghupati, Vice President and Head India Business, Infosys. He is the head of the India Business of Infosys and has over 27 years of experience. In this role, Raghu is responsible for strategy formulation, sales, delivery, innovations and total P&L management. Infosys has signed and delivered many prestigious projects under Raghu's guidance. Despite its late entry into India, the India Business Unit is an established institution in the field of consulting, systems integration and business transformation today. Raghu is the chair of various BIS workings group that work towards establishing ICT standards in the power sector. He teaches a full 40 hours course on smart grids at graduate level at various universities. He is associated with the Rakesh Mohan Committee on Transport Policy, where he leads the division on IT in the transport sector. He works at Belur Mott on the project related to ICT in healthcare as the part of Davis initiatives on healthcare in emerging economies. At the University of California, he holds a US patent for his work on ICT. Raghu has played a significant role in bringing mobile applications to the world of money transfer through Airtel Money, which today is favored by more than 25 lakh customers. Mr. Molloy Boral, Capgemini. He works as Capgemini's global MDM lead and is an evangelist in the area of MDM, data governance and business analytics. His broad perspective on information management and advanced analytics helps him advise companies in improving their information landscape to gain competitive advantage. He has close to 2 decades of experience in information technology, of which more than 10 years were spent as information management and advanced analytics, specialized with focuses on business transformation and turning insights into competitive advantage for multiple global 2000 organizations worldwide. He has been working out of Kolkata for the last 8 years and is an evident contributor to the Kolkata IT community. We have with us Mr. Anil Modi. He has 25 years of experience that includes CEO, CMO, EVP and VP positions. He has consistently driven multi-million dollar revenue gains and double-digit sales growth. He has negotiated lucrative strategic leads and led innovation and transformation initiatives.